Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap. Moss the block. Burrow going deep. He's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase.
LeBron leaked out. They didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in. Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown.
Timeout. SGA. Probing. Piercing. Spinning. Hanging for the lead. And SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Hit road. Oh, come on. Justin Jefferson. You got to be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good. Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore.
Is it Franken? Giannis says no. Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside. At both ends.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. As always, we will recap yesterday first. 5-4 on the sharp side, although we did lose a little juice. We'll go over everything real quick. Brunson over 24.5 cashed. I believe he finished with 28, if not more. Con Kneppel missed, finished with 22. Giannis did not play. Simons finished with 2. He did not cash. I'm 99% sure Fox didn't cash. I actually didn't double check it this morning, but I went to bed. He had like 5. No lie, he had like 5. Finished with 13. Yeah, Fox missed. Castle cashed. He had a triple-double. Finished with 31 PAs, I believe. Curry finished with 5, missed on the hook. Kuminga cashed. He finished with not very many. I think he only played 12 minutes. And then Rui points and threes both cashed. Both were sweaty, though, if we're going to be honest. And those were half a unit plays. So on stream yesterday, 5-4 overall, but we did lose a little bit of juice. Looking to have a good day today, but it is a small slate. It's a 3-game NBA slate. They should be competitive games. We've got back-to-backs and things of that nature, injury news we can talk about. But all in all, the 3 games we have should be okay. Let's go full screen here. Good. All right, we've got Props.Cash up. We will also, I forgot to put this in my write-up, we will also be going over tonight's NFL game, although that is a 12-point spread, kind of an ugly game. The Jets are playing, so that tells you all you need to know. All right, we'll start in Toronto, Cleveland. I haven't played this or released this yet, but I'm probably playing Scotty Barnes under PAs. More than likely playing Scotty Barnes under PAs. Market line 23.5. Let's see if that's still there. Still there. DraftKings has moved to 22. Everyone else is still at 23.5. Looks like FanDuel 120 is the best price. I'm going to go look at where I'm at, and I want to say off the top of my head, I'm at like 18 or 19 total. 17-5 is 22. Damn, no, I don't have much of an edge. What's the points? 18.5, but super juiced. The assists. I lean under on each. I thought the edge would be bigger. It's not. What about the PRAs? I come in at 31 PRAs. I think. Yeah, I'm really right with market there. There's definitely a lean under to the points and the assists, but the edge isn't big enough, whether it's individually or paired. So I'm going to stay off Scotty Barnes PA's under, but that was definitely a read I had coming into today. Under in 6 of 11, 3 straight. My heart tells me lean under there, but I'm not going to make it official. The spread in this game is 7.5. Cleveland 7.5 favorites at home. They are on a back-to-back, back into the back-to-back. Darius Garland, I believe, just re-aggravated the toe he had surgery on in the offseason. Mobley should go. He rested. He is rested. I think Allen will go. He only played like 25 minutes last night. I think Donovan Mitchell will go. Any other key injury news? Sandro's questionable for Toronto. I think Donovan Mitchell goes. I think Mobley goes. I do not believe Garland goes. I'm pretty confident Garland's not going. That's my read. Let's go look through my model a little bit more. I'm going to pull it up on this screen. All right. Toronto versus Cleveland. Scotty Barnes. See, I see an edge to the points individually. I really do. I want to run Scotty's points under. I do want to run Scotty's points under. He had 14 in the last matchup versus Cleveland. He had 19 PAs in the last matchup versus Cleveland. I like Scotty's PAs, man. Showing an edge to each individually. This is the more painted number, the more playable number. The 18.5 is 132. The assists that I like are either plus money. Yeah, I think I'm going to run a Scotty PAs here. Look into this a little bit more, but Scotty's PAs is looking like the play. We don't have any injury concerns on the Toronto side of the ball, right? What do we've got? Obaji, Sandro. Yeah, even then, I don't think Scotty's running more than 35, 36 minutes. Barrett and Ingram both had both had good games. I think Barrett had about a 20 ball and Ingram had 28 or 29. Let's go fact check that. Last matchup, Barrett had 22 and Ingram had 25. Okay. Both went over 20. Oh, this is PAs. Am I tripping on that last game? Ingram had 20 and Barrett had 20. Okay, I was tripping on Ingram. I thought he had – it was the game before Houston he had 29. Okay. Let me go to my Brandon Ingram projections. Ingram, I'm at 19.93 points. What's Props.Cash? What is 19.5? No, I don't see anything there. What about assists and rebounds? 4 boards? No, 6 boards, 4 assists. 6 boards, 4 assists. Slightly lean over on both of those, but the juice is nasty. 6 and 4, I'm at about 10. I would lean over here, but it's even pricey. Over 9.5 RAs for Brandon Ingram, I kind of lean over. Brandon Ingram charts look underwhelming. Yeah, the RAs look good. Points not so much. Honestly, what is an Ingram PRA? I'm right with the points, so nothing there, but I would lean Ingram RAs. Brandon Ingram RAs, I would lean over. Scotty Barnes are PAs, I do lean under. Seeing an edge to RJ Barrett's under. Line's at 23.5. That line does feel a little high. RJ Barrett. Did I pass him? Night Fox, Rico, Sharp. I appreciate all the likes, all the retweets. If you're just now joining in, drop a like, drop a retweet. I appreciate y'all. You'd have to run it in a parlay. Singles don't seem too good. No, I 100% agree. Props.Cash. Appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet. Appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet. This line at 23.5 really feels high to me. I think Mobley goes. I think Allen goes. Sure, Garland's down, but I mean, that doesn't change a lot defensively. He had 20 in the last game. Oh, I was looking at his PAs. Okay. Okay, no, I'm actually much closer to that number. Going to be nothing nothing official for me on RJ Barrett, that's for sure. Hey, Zach Carr, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like. Appreciate the retweet, brother. Quickly, assist is a play you like. Let me see where I come in at. Isaiah Quickly, I'm at about 5. I'd probably lean under. I don't know if you were thinking over or under. I'm about with market. He did go over against Cleveland in the last game. Yeah, this over makes sense to me. 5.5 seems like a good number too. I'm pretty close to market here. Let me see where I spotted his usage. What were his potentials in that last game? Oh my Lord. He converted incredibly well. 100% conversion rate. Okay. Quickly is a tough read for me. Let me go see his points and assists. 15.3 points, 4.75 assists. Right with market on Quickly, man. I'm not going to have I couldn't talk you onto the over or off of the over, onto the under or off the under. No opinions for me on Quickly. Looking through at least the Toronto side of the ball. Let me go check my numbers on Jakopo real quick. 10 points. I'm at 11 points, 9.5 boards. Slight lean over there. Slight lean over there. It's a tough matchup versus Cleveland, though. He did go over in the matchup earlier this season, though. Oh, no, that was last season. He did not play in that game. Okay. I do lean over Jakopodl's PRs. For sure lean over Jakopodl's PRs. For sure lean over. I still think Scotty Barnes on the Toronto side of the ball is my favorite play. Let's just go to the Toronto side. Toronto game. Looking through the Toronto side of the ball. Lean over PRs, Jakopodl. Nothing on Sheed. Scotty Barnes, really strong PA lean to the under. If Mobley goes especially. Sandro is questionable. So is Dean Wade on the Cleveland side. RJ Barrett, 19.5. I don't think I see an edge at all. We talked about this. Oh, it is slightly under. 17.71. So I do slightly lean under there as well. He's been diming the shit out of the ball, at least for him. 4.35, I'd lean over here. He only had 2 in the last matchup, but he did have 7 potentials. So that 3.5 line's probably fair. I lean over, but the 3.5 for Barrett's probably fair. Ingram real quick. Make sure I'm looking at points and not PAs. Ingram, I'm at 19.93. Yeah, definitely nothing on BI. Do I run Scotty Barnes under? That's the real question. It's 23.5, basically painted other than Fanatics. I guess MGM as well. 120 at FanDuel, and I really like it. Scotty Barnes, PAs. Over and back-to-back. I don't like that. This is Mobley. Okay. My apologies. I do like Mobley's PAs. Scotty Barnes down one, same PA line. Okay. Under in 3 straight. That's what I thought I saw earlier. My apologies on that. I'm running this at FanDuel. I'm running this. I might not have a big slate, but I'm running this. If Mobley sits, I'll be sick, but he sat the front half of a back-to-back, so I'm pretty confident Mobley's good to go today. If Mobley sits, I'll be sick. Points plus assists, under 23.5, 120. Let it rip. First place, Scotty Barnes under 23.5 PAs. Available at FanDuel. Projections are not like super far off, but I like the read on top of the projections. 17, 4, 4, and 5 gets you to like 22, 4, 4. 17, 4, 4. Yeah, 22, 4, 4. Still showing a decent edge there. So I've got a 7 to 14% on the book on the points, and then about a 13% on the assists. All right, Scotty Barnes under. First play of the day. Love starting the day off with an under. Love starting the day off with an under. JD, get out of here. One second, fellas. Just give me a second here. Out. All right, we're back. My apologies. Let me get Scotty Barnes in the banner, and then we're good to move. Under 23.5 PAs. Scroll across, add banner, bam. Yes, sir. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate you tapping in. Scotty Barnes under 23.5, first official play. All right, let's look at the Cleveland side of the ball now. Jared Allen's line's 14.5. I do expect he plays, and I do expect Mobley plays, so I don't think there'll be any drop-off there. Garland was out. Let's see what my model number is for Allen. I would slightly lean over. Yeah, my model likes the over here as well. I'm at about 17 points. What's his average? 16.5. I'm a little over 17. Where do I come in on his rebounds? Total is no slouch. Definitely have respect for him. 8 boards. It is juiced to the under, so I think that's fair. I definitely lean over Jared Allen points. Definitely lean over Jared Allen's points. Let's go through the rest of the card, see if there's anything I like more. Lean over points, no opinion on his boards. I don't think Darius Garland's going. I know he has lines, but I think it was the same toe he re-aggravated. So I'd be shocked if they ran him today. Maybe they do. Let's look at his lines just in case. 19 minutes in that last game. Season high right now is 28. Dealing with an injury if he played, I'd be shocked if he went over that. Yeah, I'm going to have no opinion on Garland, and I'd be shocked if he goes tonight. I would be shocked. Evan Mobley, I think my model's at about 21 points here. 21 points, 8.6 rebounds. So I actually lean under the rebounds. What are my assists at? Evan Mobley, 4.15. It's juiced to the over, but slight lean over there. Points is the real lean. What did he do in his last matchup versus Toronto? He had 29 points in the matchup earlier this season, but I want to say Donovan Mitchell missed that game. One second here. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen both missed that game. So that obviously changes things a lot. Model number's 21. Leave it as a lean as well. Obviously, I like both of those bigs to go over their points. I do lean under Jared Allen's rebounds. Abaji has been ruled out. Hold on. Let's see if we have any injury news. Also, if you haven't already, man, drop a like, drop a retweet. Shout out to Chef. Shout outs to Zachary Carr. Shout outs to Dave. Shout outs to, is this Turk? Yes, shout outs to Turk. Shout outs to Chef. Yeah, I got y'all. Appreciate y'all for the likes and the retweets. Appreciate the quote from Rico. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Injury news. Abaji's out. Zion cleared to resume activities. That's all we have. Don't think that'll lock up any lines. If we get more news in this game, though, that'd be cool. Like Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley are going through shoot around. Definitely a buy high spot on Mobley's points, too, if Donovan were not to go. What are his points without Garland this year? Maybe look over the last 20 games since this core has been together a while. Not seeing any large bumps. You could filter in 30 plus, maybe even like 28 plus minutes. But also you do have to factor in they could still blow them out, especially if healthy. So I wouldn't even be super comfortable with the minutes on an over. I'm cool to lean off of this. My lean is to the over, but nothing official on Evan Mobley. Let's go to DeAndre Hunter and Donovan Mitchell. Has Hunter played? He's played in both back-to-backs. A little bit of interest in a DeAndre Hunter over. $16.5, $119 at DK, $120 at Canby Books, $125 at ESPN Bet. Only 17.5 is FanDuel, and it's plus money. It's an I. Ingram. I-N-G-R-A-M. Evan Ingram kept coming to my name when you said that. I'm like, yeah, different spelling. Hold on, though. I'm actually pretty confident I'm running this Hunter over. Tell me I like it even with Darius. Okay, we're good. I'm not missing anything here, right? I'm not missing anything. Am I missing something here? Is there an injury I'm missing? Will he be on an injury limit, minutes limit? In the last back-to-back, he got 30 minutes. Looks like that was probably a rest spot too, if I had to guess. Not really. It was just no Garland. I think I got to run this. I think I got to run this to DK. 119 at DK. I think I got to run this one at DK. DeAndre Hunter over 16.5 points -1. I think it's -116. Hold on, I'm logging in. What, -119? DeAndre Hunter over. Listen, if Garland plays, I will like this less. But I'm willing to take the shot because I don't think it moves hard against us if Garland does play. All right, I got that one in. Okay. Yeah, I got you, Storch. I got you, Storch. Actually, let me just Brandon Ingram. I make 3.98 assists. I really like the under, Storch. The juice is dog shit. You're either laying -160 or you can go the 3.5 plus money. But I will say the model likes Ingram under his assists for sure. I think it liked the under P. No, just assists. All right, DeAndre Hunter. Did I get that on the banner? No, let me get that on the banner now, and then we'll move. All right, moving on from DeAndre Hunter. Let's talk about Donovan Mitchell. I lean towards Donovan does go today. Oh, he's 100% going, right? He's coming off of rest. He had 46 in his last game with rest, 2 days rest, 43 in the prior game with 2 days rest. I think we're getting a discount with no now they are decent versus pick and roll ball handlers, they being Toronto. Under in 6 straight. I think I'm at 29 points, but I'm going to stay off. 29.49 points, but I'm going to stay off of it. I'm at 29.49 points, but I'm going to stay off of it. You'll see them blitz. You'll see the hard hedge, which makes a lot of sense for Mobley and Allen overs. Maybe an assist over for Donovan Mitchell. Well, this line tells me they don't think that Darius Garland's playing, in my opinion. I'm at 6.01 assists, so I don't think, no value. Assists would make sense to me, though. Assists would make sense to me for Donovan Mitchell. Lean over points, but the defensive scheme will keep me off of it. I think they leak threes. It's weird because they're above the breaks, not bad, but they do leak some threes. Price is awful on Merrill anyways. Nothing from Merrill. I think I'm going to wrap up the Toronto-Cleveland side. 2 officials. I've got some leans. I like Ingram's under assists. I like Barrett's under points. Was there anything else? I lean over Mobley and Allen points. I do lean under Mobley rebounds. Maybe let me look at that for one more minute. No, now's not the right time to play it if you want to play it. Chef, yo, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Appreciate the likes and the retweets as well. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. If y'all got any requests, just throw them in there and we'll get to them. All right, I'm moving on from this game. Moving on. Mobley's rebounds is close, but it looks to me like it could go 10.5. So let's go to Indy versus Phoenix. The spread in this one is Phoenix -4.5. Indy plays crazy competitive no matter what game they're in. I will say I went back and watched some film today and on how they play like pick and rolls and etc. sometimes they'll play drop. Sometimes they'll like hedge hard. They'll do a high hedge, allow the guard to recover, so that'll lead to an easy roll from the big. Also, at the Phoenix is on a back-to-back. So Mark Williams probably sits. Anyone else? I know Brooks is just back from injury, but I think he goes. Yeah, I think Mark Williams will be the only one on the Phoenix side. I don't think Indy's on a back-to-back. No, they've got a day's rest. McConnell came back last game. He played 11 minutes. I think Carlisle said he was going to get some more minutes tonight. Isaiah Jackson over his rebounds. He's averaging 18 minutes per game. Toppin is out, so he should get a bunt over in every game with 18 plus. Good look. Allen unders. Jared Allen, I leaned under rebounds, but actually leaned over assist if that's Jared Allen. Grayson Allen, if we're on this game, let me look into it. Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend like I can pronounce his name. Garland out. Yes. Go get if you haven't got Hunter yet, you missed it, dog. If you haven't got Hunter yet, you missed it. Lonzo's out too. Let's go. If you haven't got Hunter, you missed it, dog. Yes, I read that shit like a fucking book. Read that shit like a fucking book. Yes. 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 Read it like a fucking book. I'm assuming the logic here is Mark Williams sits. Yep, just saw that. Good looks, y'all. Good looks, y'all. I like it if Mark sits, but I think he's only played in 1 or 2 games without Mark this season. Do they even have lines up yet? I'm not even seeing. Oh, yeah, here he is. All right, let's see. Mark Williams isn't on the injury report, but I'm telling you he's not playing unless he played short minutes last night. Phoenix is on a back-to-back, yeah. There's not even lines up for Mark. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Mark's not going. Only one board in the game without Mark. He was playing Jokic. He had 23 minutes in that game. Season high in minutes. Indy allows the most defensive rebounds. It's not something I would generally play. All right, I don't have him in the starting lineup, so let me go manually add him and see where my projections are. Bro, good shit. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you got that Hunter because that shit, I bet it opens 18-19 now. God bless us. Let's fucking go. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm opening up my model and putting him in. All right, so my rebounds come in at 4.23. Who requested him? Yeah, I lean over. I'm not going to bet it, but I lean over. I'm not going to bet it, but I lean over. I don't think Mark's going. I think you close well. I think 4 rebounds is safe here. Probably should play another 23, 24, 25-minute game. Matchups Isaiah Jackson opposed to Nikola Jokic. I'm not going to run it, but the logic makes sense to me. As we spoke on earlier, McConnell could be back. No, he'll play. Yeah, 1 day's rest. He'll play. Minutes are at 11 last game. I think we see him 13, 14. I think we see him slowly climb. I'm not going to play anything, though. Minutes just scare me there. Once we see him, I don't think he's going to run a ton of minutes this season, but he should be with that team into the 20s. So once we see him return to full minutes, I'd be good to go there. Colin Gillespie. Now they're not as good as they were last year and even the year prior at running people off of the line. They're middle of the pack and above the break and spot up. And if you remember last year, you could not play them. You could not play threes over versus Indy. You couldn't do it. Things have changed a little bit this season. Odds are atrocious, but I'm not afraid to play 3-point shooters as I was in years past. Damn. Royce got his threes last night. Y'all remember on stream yesterday, it was like, you're never going to get that good of a price again. I didn't love it. It's not, you know what I mean, but it just, the price was good. Now you got to play a 143. I actually think there's value there probably. Let me go look. I'm at 3.74 in this one. I've got no odds for Royce O'Neal. Hold on, I've got to run. Or it's why is that not working? I don't like that. I'm at 3.74 though, so there's got to be an edge. I think we could even go 4+ on Royce O'Neal tonight. Anyone that missed Hunter, he's still 16.5 on Fanatics. Still 16.5 on Fanatics. It's not, he didn't move a bunch. 17.5 seems to be the new number. But obviously we got the 16.5 at a good price. So if you can still get it, grab it. I like Royce O'Neal 3+ threes. I think he could even get to 4. I'm not going to run it off rip, but just hold that. We'll just hold that one in our back pocket. Pascal, I've only got him projected for 22 points. How many field goal attempts do I have him projected at? That's a good. Pacers. I've got him at 19 field goal attempts. I want to go look every game with 17 or more this season. Let's go 16 or more. Let's go 15 or more. This is very conservative. A lot closer to his average there. I lean under Pascal's points. I've been burnt by Pascal once or twice this season, both unders. And if you remember the one, I think we had under 27.5 and 26.5. No, I didn't release this. Okay, I did not release this. It was only available on one book. It was an overnight. I played Pascal under 26.5. It closed 23, 24.5. And he finished with 27 with like a big fourth quarter. Yeah. I'm gonna stay off of Pascal. My model likes the under. I don't. Rebounds, I come in at 5.56. I am showing an edge to his rebounds and assists under. Can we get maybe there? What? How is there an edge there? His assists, I make 5.17. I guess it's because it's plus money. I'm showing a little edge there, but the boards, I'm definitely showing an edge. Okay, so we've talked about this a lot. Mark Williams is probably out, but still 7.5 feels high to me. Will be a fast-paced game. What's the total? Let me look at the total in this one. I think it was like 138 this morning, but I can't remember. 133, 134. 138 is the Toronto-Cleveland game. All right. I think I got to take this. I got market or model support at minimum. I'm going to play this at FanDuel and keep it moving. Under 7.5 minus 132. The question is, how much do I go to win a unit? Do I go just one unit? What do we do? One second, I got to deposit. We're looking for Pascal Siakam. Under 7.5 rebounds. Win a unit. Yeah, dude. Facts. 100% facts. I went over the recap earlier. Rui was a clutch cash, though. I was worried about him in the first half. So, and he ended up cashing the threes and the points. So you win some, you lose some. We move. I just played Siakam to win a unit, though. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right. Pascal's boards is bet. Nothing else for me on Pascal. We move. Jarris Walker. Someone asked about Jarris Walker. Let me go throw him in over here. Indy. $12 points, 1.5 threes. I like the points over. I like the points at plus money. 2.63 assists, right with market there. Boards 4.75. Lean over, but the juice is nasty. I lean over Jarris Walker points. You can see here minutes have been spotty. That worries me a lot. Oh yeah, Isaiah Jackson's boards. We'll do that, and then Brooks PR or PRA over. He definitely been chucking this year. Isaiah Jackson's boards. Okay, over in what is this? 3, 6, 7 straight. Over in every game with 18 or more minutes, as you're saying. I'm really banking on no mark. Jesus Lord. Yes. Yes. 130 Hard Rock. Is MGM open? Yes. The answer is yes. All the way yes. I'm fine at FanDuel at 138 even. MGM, NBA, are they open? Pacers, are they open? Players, rebounds. Player rebounds over. They're not open yet. Okay, am I just playing this at FanDuel? I've got no Profit X 136. Hard Rock is 130. Caesars is 137. Hold on, let me see something. I mean, good call. I should have got to that sooner, but I think I can take the 138. I don't want to, but if I have to. We're shopping this right now. We are shopping this right now. 136 on FanDuel your way. 136 on FanDuel your way. One second here. Looks like FanDuel is a slightly better price on the your way at 136. Did anyone check the alts? 5 or 6+ boards. 6+ boards, 136 as well. The over under is 138. Cool. I'm going there as well. Just risking one unit. Just risking one unit. A little slightly different. And it's 6+ is a little better price. 6+ is a little better price. Reducing risk a little bit there because I'm not getting the best price, but yes, we're taking it, reducing risk and taking it. Shout outs to John on that one. Shout outs to John on that one. Great one, great one, great one, great one. I like that one a lot. Yep, good call. I like it a lot. Like it a lot, John. Definitely like that. Love that play. I like his PRs over too. Again, dependent on no Mark Williams, but I like his PRs over as well. All right, moving on. Dylan Brooks. We talked about points. We talked about rebounds. What about threes? Because we know he'll chuck from deep as well. I think we get an 8 3-point attempt type night out of him. He's got to go 3 for 8 for plus money. I would lean over his threes. Let me go to the model here. Dylan Brooks, 18 points, 17.97. Lean over there. Threes made. No, not really. I'm at 215. So I think he could get over that number tonight, but my model would say stay away. 3-1-1. So with the juice, I'm just right there. And then 2-3-6. Lean over, but with the juice, I'm just right there. Points is my favorite play. Points is my favorite play. It's not a huge edge. Actually, I can calculate it real quick. It's close. It's close. If you got the right 16.5, it's playable. The plus money at Props.Cash definitely valuable. The plus money at NoVig definitely valuable. The closer you get to 114, not as big of a fan. But anything 16.5 with a plus sign, I could co-sign. Only available on exchanges, so I don't feel comfortable releasing that. But I could absolutely co-sign anything with a plus sign. 13.5 for Royce. And as I spoke on earlier, 3.74 threes. This is not the same Indy as last year. Okay, what a threes price is just wild. So we can just ignore that and stick to points. And I still like, let's go look around here. Royce. There's a 10.5, 123 at DK that feels like it's got my name all over it. 10.5 over in 10 to 12 this season. Numbers are still fine with Brooks. Attempts are steady at 6+, over in every game with at least 7. Man, Royce O'Neal's points is super close. Royce O'Neal's points is super close. I'm going to leave it as a lean for now, but we will come back to it. Aaron Naismith, 17.5 points is his line. Let's go see where I come in at. 17.89. Would see no value there, but I have him projected for exactly 3 threes. With that price, though, there'll be no edge. Yeah, at that price, no edge. Assists for Naismith, I come in at Is that true? What really confuses me I have the Suns 15th in assists allowed, so nothing crazy. Okay, it's not open at many books. Okay. Yeah, I like Aaron Naismith over 1.5 assists at plus money. It's not widely available right now, but yeah, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Rebounds, I come in at 3.47. So 2.27 on his assists. I like the 1.5 plus money. I think I said 3.47 on the rebounds. Lean under the rebounds. Lean under the rebounds. I like the 1.5 assists at plus money, and I lean under his boards. Moving on from Naismith, Ryan Dunn. No opinions. Move on to Booker. Let's see where my number's at. 26 points, 1.5 threes, 4.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists. So I would lean under here, 26.11, but high-paced game with Indy. I would be afraid to run. I would be afraid to run the under. Model leans it. Let's go RAs. Maybe if I could get there on RAs. I think I was right at 4.5. Right at 4.5. Right at 7.5. I would probably lean under here at plus money. I'd lean under there at plus money. Indy does some weird shit with the pick and rolls, like they'll sometimes they'll drop, sometimes they'll hedge hard. I think with Booker they'll get the hedge. So yeah, I don't know. Model leans under for points, but I can't get there. Grayson Allen. I know someone requested Allen earlier. I'm way over on the points. I feel like that 42-point game is kind of affecting my data right now, but I'm definitely way over on the points, closer to 19. Again, this is a team that can leak threes. The coaching staff has talked about him wanting him to take more and more shots, even contested threes. You know, the coaching staff has said that they want him to take those looks because he's such a good shooter. He's over his threes. What's my number here? I lean over both. Do we do what we did with Rui last night and split it up? Because the threes number, I feel like, is more, my number's more efficient. Than my points number. But I definitely like both. Let's go look in the market. Grayson Allen. 3-pointers made. Juice to the under on the 3.5. Painted across the market. Points 16.5. Juice to the under as well. Painted across the market. We've got a model edge over to each. The points edge is larger. But as I said, I feel like the threes number is more efficient. Lean over Allen. Lean under Booker. Let's go look at Andrew Nembhard. What's his assist line at? Even though it looks high based off the chart, I'm at 7.18. Or no, 7.8. My apologies. I'm at 21 points, though. He had a 24% usage in 4 straight games. Where do I put his usage percentage? That'll do it. We're at 26%, which I mean, I don't know. Is that crazy or is that not crazy? Is that crazy or is that not crazy? I just want to see games with a usage over 20. Yeah. I mean, I built this model to make reads like this, right? Let me drop him down to a 20% usage in my model and see where I come in at on his points. And if we're still over, I got to run it. I'm still at 19.6. I'm really confident he's around 20. I like Nemhard's PAs, but you're scared of McConnell being back. He only played 11 minutes. Yeah, Carlos said his minutes would be going up. I'll stay off of this probably. I agree with the McConnell news, but definitely strong lean to the over. Definitely strong lean to the over. Let's move on to Atlanta versus Utah. List of injuries here. Niang, a lot of them have been out, though. Trey been out. Kessler season ending. Hendricks been out. Niang been out. What did Nurk have last game? 11 and 11. 30 minutes. Go to the Utah game and see what I make this. All right, would slightly lean under the points for Nurk, would slightly lean over the rebounds for Nurk, but nothing official there. Yeah, what's just 1-3? Do not like it at that price. Porzingis probably doesn't play since this is a back-to-back. Jalen Johnson, 20.5. I would like that because I would assume Porzingis isn't going. Let me see where I come in at. I'm at 20.27. I'm really right with market. 9 rebounds, though, for Jalen Johnson, which could be interesting. Slight lean over there. And I'm at 4 here, so a slight lean over here. Oh, no, this isn't Aneka Kongwu. I'm sorry. Thought I clicked on Jalen. 24 in his last game. Still lean over here. Now we're getting a plus money, so I like that even better. Assists, I think that would be 6.25 was my projection. Still lean over, but the juice is bad. I think if I had anything on Jalen Johnson, I think I'd go boards, but I just can't give him a usage bump without Trey, and without a usage bump, I don't get maybe a field goal attempt bump. Maybe a field goal attempt bump. Where are we at on field goal attempts? 14, I think. Yeah, no, there's no real bump there. No, I like Jalen Johnson's rebounds more than anything. I like Jalen Johnson's rebounds more than anything, personally. Onyeka Kongwu. I have Porzingis in the starting lineup, but I don't think he goes. Nothing official there. Collier's back. Let's see how George has played. Usage is not falling off a clip, but dropping with Collier. Dropped in each of the last 3 games. 2 of them were sub minutes, though. Yeah, definitely with Porzingis out would lean Jalen Johnson's overs. And I do think Porzingis sits, to be fair. To be fair. So there should be a few more field goal attempts to go around. I'll tell you this. If he gets 15, I'll tell you what my number is. I'll tell you where I need to be on field goal attempts. I need to be at about 17, 18 field goal attempts to like it. And then if you think he's going for like 20 plus, let me tell you where I'd put it at 20. At 18, it would be good if you project 18 field goal attempts. Yeah, at 20, you're great. You're probably at like 25. Ricochet over his points. Honestly, I could get behind a Keontae George PA under. Yeah, come in at around 24. The assists are super juicy, but I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Last time we ran his overs a few times before the Collier returned. And then the first game, Collier was healthy, but played 0 minutes. He burned me, and I haven't played anything on him since. I'm going to stay off of Keontae George, but I lean under PAs. Hold on, let's see what this is. Brett, appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet, appreciate you for tapping in. Marie, appreciate you for tapping in. Moneybag Tone, appreciate you for tapping in. Jay Bird, Dave, And I got the rest of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the retweets. Anything new on the NBA? No, just Jalen Tyson's out. All right, I don't have Collier in the starting lineup, so let me go see what I have him for. 8.44 assists, 11.69 points. Was the last game for Utah competitive? No. They whooped up on Indy. So could he have played more minutes? Does he stretch to 30 tonight? If he has 30 minutes, we're so straight. If he has 30 minutes, we're so straight. Very strong lean to Collier's assists over. I want to see him play 30 minutes first, but I think this is like where you find upside in players. Honestly, the double-double at +7, at +1,000, worth a sprinkle. The double-double at +1,000 is worth a sprinkle. Especially if Dyson Daniels is on Keontae George, the minutes they're on the court together. Isaiah Collier double-double +1,000, worth a little sprinkle. Don't go crazy with it, but worth a little sprinkle. How does Laurie match up here? I think Laurie matches up pretty well. Let's see where my model is. 25.19 points. I'm really right with the model. What about threes? 3.11. Damn, that juice is crazy. As much as I don't want to play it, my model would lean under PRAs for Laurie here. We'll see who is and isn't playing on the Atlanta side of the ball first. No opinions on Ace tonight. I think his minutes have been improving. 27, 25. Finally had a 20 ball last game, but they also beat the shit out of Indy, so keep that in mind. Zachariah Risachet over his points. 15.58 for me. 13.5 is the number. Somewhat of a lean over for sure. Yeah, I do like the Risachet over look, especially no Porzingis, dog. Yes, possibly. Was that Storch? Was that Storch that had the request? Couple 13.5s left in the market, most notably FanDuel at 130. Hard Rock is at 120, but I know they're available in fewer states. I lean over Zachariah Risachet's points, yes. Why just 22 minutes versus Sac? Because they won by 33. That's right. That was last night. So this is a back-to-back. That's right. That's why Porzingis isn't playing. Let me go see something real quick. Sosa, appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet, appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate you helping me grow the brand. I want to go look at something real quick. Actually, I'll go here. Porzingis only played 23 minutes. Could he go because he only played 23 minutes? I lean very strongly Porzingis doesn't play. But he did play half a game yesterday. Maybe he goes. I don't think I've seen anything to say he's not. I just, in my heart of hearts, feel back to back he doesn't go. Atlanta yet to submit. Only played 22 minutes. Who requested it? Storch. I really like it, but I'm leaning. Seeing how few minutes Porzingis played, maybe he does go. So I think I'll wait for injury report to bet anything on the Atlanta side of the ball. On the Utah side of the ball, slightly under Nurkic's points, over rebounds. Keontae George lean under PAs. Isaiah Collier lean over assists. Laurie lean under PRAs, but I'm scared to take it. Ricochet points over, regardless of Porzingis. Really? But if no Porzingis, I love it. I would love it. Null points. Let me see if he is like, if I like it regardless of Porzingis. 17.86. No, I need the Porzingis news before I can attack Null. I need the Porzingis news before I can attack Null. If this were like 15 plus, I'd take it. I'm at 17.58. I would need to be at about 19 to play the under and 15 to play the over on Null. So I think that's going to do it for the NBA portion of this show. We will jump over to the NFL now, bust through it, just one shitty game, and we'll be done. Yeah, let's get over to the NFL now. Any other requests real quick? I'll open up the floor. If you haven't already, man, drop a like, drop a retweet, or if you're on YouTube, just drop a like. Other than that, though, any requests for the NBA, throw it now. If I missed you, throw it back in there. My apologies. I do appreciate all the comments, but if I missed something, throw it in there now. Otherwise, we will move to the NFL. Give y'all about 10 seconds. I'll recap the NBA real quick to see if we have any stragglers. Scotty Barnes under 23.5 points and assists to win 1 unit. DeAndre Hunter over 16.5 points to win 1 unit. Pascal Siakam under 7.5 boards to win 1 unit. Little different one here. We went Isaiah Jackson 6+ boards. Reduced risk a little bit, only 1 unit risked on a minus 136 there. Okay, no NBA requests. We got them all. Let's get into the NFL today. We've got Jets at Patriots. Drake May versus Justin Fields. What do we think? 12-point favorites over this in 5 of his last 6 in wins. I don't think they let us do the wins of 10+, maybe on the mobile app. Obviously, the thoughts here, they're going to be up big early, which hurts the game script. They are a 12.5-point favorites. Last I checked, we can confirm that real quick. NFL odds. One second while my odds screen loads. I guess I can bring this over to NFL player prop odds as well. Bada-bop, bada-bop. All right, yeah, this is a double-digit spread everywhere. Let's go look at May's passing yards. 236 at FanDuel. Numbers pretty painted in the market. You got 239 at Hard Rock. If you're looking for the under, and 234 at ESPN if you're looking for the over. Season average is 255.5. He's averaging 250 in wins. Notably, he's under this game versus Miami, versus Carolina, and versus Tennessee. So we've got 2 shitty teams and 1 good defense he's under this. We've seen these Thursday nights be very, very weird. We saw the Giants beat the Eagles as 17-point dogs, I believe. And I forget who it was the following week, but I believe it was a near double-digit dog as well. Yeah, full game under. I would lean that way because of the game script. Let me go see something real quick. Last week, Thursday Night Football. 10-7 Green Bay. Was that the Thursday night game? No, 10-7 Broncos. Miami versus Baltimore, blowout. Pittsburgh Cincy was good. Pittsburgh Cincy was really good, 31-33. But then we had 37-10 Chargers just whopped Minnesota. Baltimore whopped Miami. Last week's was a stinker. This week probably a stinker for another reason. I see 13. I would lean under Drake May's passing yards just because of the game script. Don't think they're going to need it out of him. Justin Fields, you would like to think over because of the game script. What are the Patriots in passing yards allowed? 21st. You would love to hope 54. Can we talk about something here? Storch brings up a good point. He had 54 passing yards last week. Okay. 42 of them were to Breece Hall, and they don't have his longest reception up. I'm not seeing it. It was, I think he took a 41 yarder reception long. 42. Yeah, 42. So if you take away Breece Hall's 42-yard screen, Justin Fields finishes the last game at around 12 yards. Kind of crazy. I can't run the under at 133. It's probably the lowest I've seen in my lifetime, but it makes sense to me. Fields 33.5. Let's see what they've allowed to other quarterbacks here. Historical lines, QBs. 0 to Baker, 19 to Penix, 13 to Gabriel, 20 to Rattler, 53 to Allen. If you wanted to get gross, this might be a good look. The coaching staff seems to have faith in him, so even though he probably should get benched, I don't think he does. Best line I see is 33, 32.5 at DraftKings. I would lean over Justin Fields' rushing yards here. Rumor on the street is TreVeyon Henderson is supposed to get a bunch of touches this week. I mean, if you can trust that, if you can believe that, there's probably value here versus the Jets. But, I mean, if you've paid attention, he's been benched so many times. He's one fumble away from not seeing the field. Lean over Henderson rush yards, but definitely can't back that. Breece Hall, this feels like a layup, but they cannot put drives together. Rushing, receiving, the fewest rush yards allowed per game. I would be very afraid to take anything Breece Hall rushing related. Receiving yards, the request from Storch, that might be the best. Rubber Band Rah-Rah, appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the retweets. Just finished up with the NBA portion. Turk, appreciate the retweet there as well. We just finished up the NBA. On to the NFL now. And honestly, Breece Hall receptions or receiving yards might be something here. So, what do RBs do to the Patriots? They are allowing the most receptions to running backs and the fifth most yards to running backs this season. The receptions line feels a little high, although I think he should clear it. I think he'll be targeted a lot. The 16.5 receiving has just got to be the play. $15.5, 118 at Rivers. Not mad at the longest reception. I'm going receiving yards. I'm betting receiving yards. Not mad at the longest reception. NFL, Jets, Patriots, player receiving, Breece Hall, win a unit, done, release it, Yeah. You read it wrong, Jets have what other RBs? What did other running backs do to Pats? Okay, well I can tell you they've been smoked. Receiving yards, Bijan had a 50 ball. White had 15. Pollard 43, Spears 18, Kamara 45, Chubbard 20, Warren 34, A-Chain 92. So they've been getting smoked. Let me add that to the banner. Brees Hall over 15.5 receiving yards. Cool. Brees Hall receiving yards over, easy money. So I picked Isaiah Davis up in fantasy, hoping Brees Hall would get traded. He didn't. Maybe worth a flyer on the receptions. He had 5 targets 2 games ago, so I'm not mad at Isaiah Davis receiving yards over either. I don't think New England's going to have to throw the ball a lot, but Demario Douglas is over his receiving yards in 3 straight. Receptions line is just 1.5. Juiced. Would lean over receptions here for Demario Douglas, but not a pass-heavy script. Haley, appreciate the like. Appreciate you for tapping in. Everything I played is at the bottom. I do. Does Terrell Jennings suit up today? If not, Henderson will be the only active RB. Let's go look into that. NFL. Is expected to play. I did not realize him and Demario Douglas were high school teammates. Everything I'm seeing online says he's probably about to play. Storch, you probably cut out. I said I leaned over Fields' rushing yards, 32.5 at DK. I didn't play it, but I do lean over. Sounds like Jennings going to play. Still, Henderson should get 1 million touches in a positive game script. I lean under Stephon Diggs receiving yards. Not a good game script. Now, you can say that they're bottom in the league in pass yards, near the bottom in pass yards allowed because everybody's in a positive game script. And that's fair. Like, that's fair. But I see no differences in tonight. They've definitely allowed big chunks to ones, though. I'll stay off, but I lean under Diggs receiving yards. Don't think they're going to need it. Mason Taylor receiving yards or Adonai Mitchell's. This is his first game with the Jets. Do you think they try to Loco, appreciate the retweet. Appreciate you for tapping in, brother. Appreciate all the likes and the retweets for real. Appreciate y'all. Damn. First game in New York. Am I really putting my money down here? Nah. Lean over, though. Over makes sense. And I feel like Mason Taylor as a safety valve, probably closer to 3-4 targets tonight. I mean, his receptions line's at 4.5. So, I mean, at 4 targets, the numbers look really good. Let's go see Buffalo versus tight ends. I'm already scared to take anything because Fields can't throw it past the line of scrimmage. 24th in receptions allowed, 25th in yards. Mason Taylor would absolutely be a lean to the over. I just can't trust any pass catchers on the Jets side of the ball. I understand. I mean, the game script couldn't be better as a 13-point dog. We can all agree on that. Matchup's pretty damn good. We can agree on that as well. Is this a rookie first game in Buffalo? Or, I mean, New England? It is. First game in New England is 13-point dogs. Storch, I just talked about this one as well. Your service must be ass. I do lean over there, but it's his first game in New England. Or, yeah, New York. Or I should say playing for New York. So I'm just not investing my bread in it. 25 plus in a lotto or something, I think makes a lot of sense. He could catch one for 25 yards, but nothing for me on a Donnie Mitchell first game there. Anytime touchdowns. I think Fields to score one sneaky tonight. They got to try to do something. Breece Hall scored in 2 straight. At almost plus 200, I mean, maybe – I assume so, Storch. I assume so. At plus 200, maybe some value there on Breece Hall. But, again, it's not something that I'm overly anxious to bet. Now, wait. Do we have let me go log in. I haven't really paid attention to the NFL this morning. What are our boosts? 30% live, lame, jackpot. All right. We do have to get our jackpot before we leave. Who's scoring first or last that no one's betting on? And is it Justin Fields? Isaiah Davis could be sneaky. I mean, Donnie Mitchell, if we're talking about sneaky $5 into big bonus bets, want to take the longest reception? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You know, I mean, that might be better than receptions. Grabs 1 for 10. Maybe 1 for 10, that's a tutty. Let me go to the mobile app real quick and see something. Mason Taylor's leading that team in red zone targets. Breece Hall second. Very much worth noting. Now let's go. Red zone targets, red zone rush attempts. Large lead. I mean, Breece Hall anytime is probably a decent look, bro. Breece Hall anytime is probably a decent look. I think Fields is an okay look for the jackpot. Williams. $56 snap share last week. Yet to have a red zone target. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. Volume doesn't. I think we could find better value. I think we see a much, much higher snap share out of a Donnie Mitchell this season. Game. like season high are right there with that 89. Garrett Wilson's out. Jets might not score a touchdown. Let's keep it a buck. Jets might not score a touchdown. I think I like Mason Taylor for the touchdown jackpot. He's leading that team in red zone targets. Although Justin Fields is second on that team in red zone rush attempts. They also allow the fewest rushing TDs per game. I don't know. For some reason, I like Fields. Nobody's betting on Justin Fields today, bro. Although I doubt anyone's betting on Mason Taylor. Those are my two strongest leans, I think, right now. Justin Fields or Mason Taylor, anytime touchdown for the jackpot. Again, he's second on the team in red zone rush attempts behind. That's crazy, bro. That's how often they're not in the red zone. He's second on the team with 10. Brees only has 11. I think I'm going Fields at plus 360. I'm locking it in right now. Touchdown jackpot, $5. Get it in. All right, yeah, going Fields with the touchdown jackpot. Going Fields with the touchdown jackpot. Any other news? Is there anyone in the NFL y'all want me to go through? If not, we'll wrap up about an hour and a half deep, which, small NBA slate, one NFL, not too bad. Going once. Going twice. Sold. All right, let me recap everything real quick, and we'll get up out of here. We've got to win 1 unit. Scotty Barnes over 23.5 PAs. Pardon me. To win 1 unit, DeAndre Hunter over 16.5 points. To win 1 unit, Pascal Siakam under 7.5 boards. 1 unit risked. Isaiah Jackson 6+ rebounds over 5.5. However you want to get that. And then Breece Hall 1 NFL play over 85.5 receiving yards. We did sprinkle. I literally put the minimum on Justin Fields' touchdown jackpot as well. All right, that's all I have for today. Big slate tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, best of luck tonight. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.